In 2002, I was a ninth grade science teacher, frustrated by an urban school system that had ill prepared my students for high school. The numbers bore out my frustration. Dropout factories, which are public high schools with less than 60% graduation rates, were billowing hopelessness and graduating only 200 college-ready Hispanic students each year in inner San Antonio. In 2003, I opened the first KIPP school in San Antonio, KIPP Aspire Academy, in order to get more underserved students on the path to and through college. 86% of KIPP's founding class of 8th graders has earned college acceptances, more than 10 times the local and national rate of their peers. KIPP-San Antonio, a growing network of college preparatory public schools, was created to prove what is possible in inner-city education. In the next few years, KIPP-San Antonio will have doubled the number of college-ready students inside Loop 410, with just one high school. In the very near future, KIPP-San Antonio schools will be serving close to 3,000 students whose lives and the communities in which they live will be transformed through an unparalleled public education. KIPP-San Antonio is moving the needle on the dropout rate in inner San Antonio, both through the students it directly educates and through the competition and collaboration it fosters with other public schools. Students entering KIPP-San Antonio's 5th grade are 2 or more grade levels behind in reading and math. By the time these same students reach 8th grade at KIPP, they are consistently earning the highest reading scores in the county. Our middle school math program serves as an exemplar for schools across the state because of its achievement with historically underserved students. KIPP University Prep High School earned an exemplary rating in its first year of operations, and 86% of KIPP San Antonio's alumni have earned college acceptances, more than 10 times the national average for similar populations. KIPP San Antonio will continue to reach out to underserved communities in our urban core and expand the pipeline of teachers who walk the extra mile for their students. Although it is difficult to alter the harsh realities that many of our students face outside of our school, KIPP San Antonio is committed to providing high-quality instruction and unconditional support to our students so that they can reach their goals. As KIPP San Antonio grows to serve more students, meaningful partnerships with other area school districts, community-based organizations, and committed civic leaders will become more important, and we hope engender an urban renaissance in public education for all of San Antonio's children. By operating a well-respected group of K-12 public charter schools, KIPP San Antonio can affect change in inner-city education in 3 ways: by scaling, competing, and collaborating. First and foremost, KIPP San Antonio must successfully scale its first pod of schools, which includes 2 elementary schools and 2 middle schools feeding 1 high school. Success at scale means achieving outstanding academic results with consistency and in service to primarily low-income minority students. It also means developing a back-office school support team that is recognized as world-class. Secondly, KIPP San Antonio must spur local competition for underserved students and great teachers. By achieving outstanding results and drawing more students to its schools through positive word of mouth, our hope is that families and community members will demand more from the traditional public school system that has failed them for so long. Why collaborate? Our educational crisis is greater than any one school district or educational program can solve. By partnering with local school districts, philanthropists, and community stakeholders, we can, as a city, keep a laser-like focus on improving public education throughout the city of San Antonio. KIPP San Antonio's team and family, as we like to call ourselves, shares a consistent culture of excellence built on high expectations, strong relationships, and hard work. The expectation setting and relationship building begins when teachers conduct student home visits prior to the first day of school. KIPP staff members sit down with each incoming student and their parents or guardians to sign a commitment to excellence, a list of mutual promises focused on student learning and character development. Then the hard work begins. We know that our students enter our 5th grade reading and math classes 2 or 3 grade levels behind. So if we are going to keep our promise of helping our kids get to and through college, we have a lot of work to do. So we're in school a lot. In fact, we're in school from 7:30 in the morning to 5 o'clock p.m. every day. Plus, we attend 4 Saturday school sessions a year and 2 additional weeks of classes during the summer. In all, for every hour that the traditional public school's in session, we're in school for an hour and a half. We teach our students that there are no shortcuts on the path to college. Our students take home an hour and a half of homework every single night. Now, we know that the majority of our parents speak only Spanish, many work 2 or 3 jobs or work the night shift, so they're not able to help the kids on the homework the way that they want to. To make sure that our kids get the support that they need, and to eliminate excuses for why they didn't get the homework done, we provide cell phones to our teachers, and they're on call for homework help in the evenings and weekends. Clearly, this is a very committed group of educators, and the good news is it's working. The same students who came to us 2 or 3 grade levels behind in 5th grade finished 8th grade with the highest reading scores in the city for the past few years, and our math scores are just as strong. High expectations, strong relationships, and hard work. This is what makes KIPP's educational program effective and enduring. KIPP-San Antonio, like other KIPP schools across the country, measures itself against 6 essential questions. 1. Are we serving the children who need us? On average, 80% or more of our students are eligible for free and reduced price lunches. Our student demographics are 98% Latino, 1% African American, and 1% white. At full growth, KIPP-San Antonio will be educating nearly 3,000 students from underserved communities in our urban core. 2. Are our students staying with us? KIPP-San Antonio's student attrition rate is 5%. We have seen our attrition rate decline over time as we add more students and can subsidize increased student support services such as inclusion teachers and tutoring support. 3. Are KIPP students progressing and achieving academically? Year after year, KIPP-San Antonio students outperform the adjacent urban school district students at every grade level in middle and high school, in reading and in math. In KIPP-San Antonio's upper-level grades, students outperform their peers statewide on reading and math by 5 to 10 points per grade level. In high school, our students are increasingly demonstrating their college readiness as measured by the ACT. 4. Are KIPP alumni climbing the mountain to and through college? 86% of KIPP-San Antonio's founding class of 8th graders earned college acceptances as seniors, more than 10 times the national average of their peers. 5. Are we building a sustainable people model? Our teacher retention rate within our regional network of schools is 82%. 6. Are we building a sustainable financial model? KIPP-San Antonio maintains total net assets in excess of $10 million, due in large part to significant multi-year grants from local private foundations. Also, KIPP-San Antonio was part of winning proposals for the Federal Investing in Innovation Fund and the Charter School Program, which will net more than $4 million for its growing network of schools over the next several years. Also, as KIPP-San Antonio's student population increases and its average daily attendance revenue increases, we will begin to realize economies of scale and become less dependent on private and federal startup funding. After 8 years of existence for KIPP-San Antonio and close to 20 years for the charter movement in Texas, the public myth persists that KIPP creams the best students and attracts the most engaged parents to its schools. the data does not bear out this myth. While there is no test for admission for KIPP, we do assess students at the beginning of their time at the school to gauge their attainment level and to determine where they will need support. On average, we find that our students are coming to KIPP 2 to 3 grade levels behind in reading and math. If we are creaming the highest performing students from other area public schools, then we are not doing a very good job. The other argument lobbied against KIPP is that it attracts the most engaged parents. As evidence, critics say that it takes an engaged parent to move their child from a traditional neighborhood school to a farther, more rigorous KIPP school. However, the mobility rate of students within a traditional school district is comparable to the mobility rate of students who leave their home district for KIPP. We asked our parents why they came to KIPP. Their top answers? A family member or neighbor told them about it. Or they say, at their last school, their child was having behavior issues or was being bullied, or they felt like their child's teacher didn't care. So they took a chance on KIPP, sometimes out of desperation and sometimes with hope. All parents, regardless of their engagement level, just want a safe place for their child to learn. And while it is true that more and more middle-income parents are discovering KIPP because of the free college prep education we provide, what folks don't realize is that every day, KIPP staff and families are recruiting students in the most distressed neighborhoods of the city. They are presenting at community centers and neighborhood churches and are talking to students and families at every turn. We are intentional about serving the students who would most benefit from a KIPP education. Let's focus on what matters most. 86% of KIPP-San Antonio's founding class of 8th grade students earned college acceptances, more than 10 times the local and national average for similar demographic populations. KIPP-San Antonio has been honored as a finalist for the HEB Excellence in Education Award in the Small District category. KIPP Aspire Academy was named a Texas School to Watch, and our faculty and staff have been recognized for their world-class instruction and service by organizations that include the Texas Center for Student Success, the Texas High School Project, Humanities Texas, City Year San Antonio, the Texas Education Agency, and KIPP Foundation. In 8 years, KIPP San Antonio has grown from a single middle school with 1 5th grade to 2 middle schools and a high school with 2 elementary schools on the way. KIPP San Antonio will continue to grow 2 to 3 grade levels a year for the next several years, adding an additional 200 to 300 students per year, and growing from 100 to 180 staff members over that same time frame. We have nearly 900 students enrolled and are on our way to serving close to 3,000 students in inner-city San Antonio. The 20% funding gap between public charter schools and traditional public schools has created a cycle of scarcity for charter schools that can be seen in challenges with teacher retention rates, inadequate facilities and learning environments, increased mobility of students and families, and has stifled innovation and sharing across the educational landscape. The deficit of operational funding and unsupported facilities expenses for public charter schools has hampered the development of our back office, our school support team. To be successful at increasing scale, the organization must systematize and align elements of its instructional program, operations, as well as internal and external communications. More hearts, hands, and minds are needed to push through the entrepreneurial challenges that KIPP faces every day. The lack of availability and affordability of school buildings limits our ability to serve more students. With additional resources, KIPP San Antonio could move more aggressively to acquire and develop school sites. Currently, KIPP San Antonio leases 2 of its 3 school sites, all of which we will soon outgrow. and plans are underway to open 2 more elementary schools as we are able to find locations. In the short term, additional resources should be invested in KIPP University Prep High School. The physical campus would benefit from technological, recreational, and aesthetic improvements. There exists both a negative internal and external marketing impact on students, families, and faculty due to the shortcomings of our current campus. Additionally, student support services for enrichment and electives such as art, drama, robotics, career choice, and technology would enhance the high school experience for our KIPP students and make them more prepared for college. The competition for resources, money, human capital, students, facilities, community support, and media reach is intensifying at a rapid rate for KIPP-San Antonio. In order to be more strategic and proactive, strengthen stakeholder relationships, and achieve economies of scale, KIPP-San Antonio is carefully considering the allocation of capacity to grow financial support, human resource development, and civic and community engagement. Current strategic planning will clarify the support needed, financial investment, finding and hiring talented educators, and acquiring affordable real estate for the next phase of KIPP-San Antonio's growth.